Hello, my name is Sam Williams from the iFan Sports Network, and today I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. Stay tuned to find out how. Welcome back. If you haven't guessed it yet, we'll be setting up a TV camera and tripod, the same that are used on productions for the My9 Sports Network for UMD football, UMD hockey, and all sorts of high school and college sporting events televised around the Northland. So we'll get started right here. First thing we're going to do, set up the tripod. These are TV quality tripods, as you can see. Fluid heads on all of these. There's resistance knobs. You got some leg height adjusters right there and on the bottom. So the first thing you're going to need to do, loosen up these adjusters, and we're going to move the legs down, and I'll be back in a second. We'll have the tripod expanded. Now that we got the tripod expanded, I can show you a couple of things more in depth. This knob right here changes the up and down movements from stiffer to faster. Let's tighten that up. That locks up and down movement. Okay. This knob right here, if you can see on the back, can go side to side, slower or faster. So you lock this, and that's going to lock the head. The knob on the bottom here, right here, this levels the head of the tripod. As you can see, I can move it back and forth, so if we're on an unlevel surface, I can get that level. There's a bubble on the top here. I'll show you where the level point is. Just tighten that back up level. And the tripod's ready to go for the camera. We'll be right back in a second. I'll show you how to put the camera on. So I'm going to open up the camera case here. Got latches here on the sides. Open those latches, you open the case, this is what you'll find. Okay, we got our basic elements of a TV camera setup here. Got a monitor for a bigger display, headphones, and of course the camera. There's some other miscellaneous cables that'll need to be plugged in, and I'll show you guys how to do that in a second here. So the first thing we're going to do is going to take the camera out of the box. Okay, this is a Canon XH-A1. It's a typical television quality HD camera. First thing we want to do, as you can see here, got to take the lens cap off. That'll save you a lot of problems down the road. Throw that in the case so we don't lose it. So I come up here to the tripod. I got the tripod set up already. As you can see on the head, there's a grooved side on the right here and a lever on the left, and if you look on the bottom of the tripod, there's a plate. It's called a foot. So you want to put the left side of that foot into the slot and then click down, and it should click into place. Now you see this adjustment lever here. If you can see that, it's a little dark. Right here, spin that to lock the plate in place, and your camera is attached to the tripod. Next we got the zoomer. Okay, very scientific word. It's right here in the bottom left corner of the case. Okay, just widens and tightens your field of view on the camera. This will go into the tripod handle and be connected with a LANC cable. So we're going to come up here, show you how that goes. So we got our tripod set up, and we have our zoomer, and this right here will loosen up, and then we'll just clamp it right here on this handle, just like this. Alright, now we got the zoomer attached to the handle, so I've tightened up the zoomer bottom, nice and firm on there. So you can see how the zoomer would operate to widen your shot, to go to the left, to tighten, to go to the right. But it will not operate at the moment as we do not have it plugged into the camera, so I'll show you how to do that. Go back to your box. Down here in this little slot, you can see a coiled black cable. That's the cable that's going to connect the zoomer to the camera. So we'll take this here, this back little port on your zoomer. One end of the cable is going to plug into there, just like that. Okay, now we're going to have to open up your bay here. It's just snapped open, and this blue connector at the top, that's going to be the other end of that cable. So you got it connected, blue port up top, LANC port, down to your zoomer, and now your zoomer is operational. Now we're going to work on getting the display connected to the camera. So you're going to look in your box and you're going to find your foot. Okay, this is another foot for your display. Kind of funny looking thing. So you're going to find that. Bring it up to your camera. And on top of the camera, towards the front, you'll see this little bracket. So you're going to slide this foot, square part, right into the bracket. Put that in there. Tighten the wheel down. And you're ready to install your screen. So we'll come back down here. Grab the monitor. Has a little screw portion on the bottom. It's going to screw right on top of the foot. So we'll get that installed and we'll be back and finish up our installation of this camera. So we've got the screen installed now, as you can see. It's nice and tight. You got to screw this wheel up, make sure that's tight. Last thing we want at games is for the screen to fall over the edge of the balcony and cause trouble or injuries to anybody. So make sure that's tight. Make sure the bottom wheel's tight on there, and your screen is almost ready to go. Last thing we got to do to install the screen, come back down to your box, and I emptied it a little bit here. Find this cable. It's a 3-ring RCA video cable. It'll have a yellow, white, and red on one end, and this 1/8" mini on the other. So we're going to unwrap this cable. We're going to come back up to the camera. And where this cable is going to go, the 1/8" mini side, which is the side with the 3 rings, is going to go right into this yellow AV port on your bay on the back. So that's going to go right in there. And then you're going to take the other end, find the yellow, which is going to go right in this yellow port. So that's going to go there. And your monitor is ready to go. So we're almost done. Just got our headphones left. So we'll be back in just a second here on the iFan Sports Network. I'll just hang them right on the handle there. And this other side of the headphones, the standard headphone jack here, is going to plug in to this green headphone jack on the back of the patch bay. So we'll plug that in, and our headphones are ready to go, so our camera people can hear the directions from our director. So headphones are good, screen is good, zoomer is installed. Last thing, got to get power to the camera, so we'll do that next. Welcome back. So today you've learned how to set up television camera. We've done monitor, zoomer, headset, all the miscellaneous cables. We've got our power cords, our video cables coming out of this. This is what I do on a week-to-week basis. 3 or 4 cameras at an event. So hopefully after this video you guys will get a little idea of how these set up. It's not too complicated, but it's something you got to learn how to do if you want to be in the industry. So thanks for watching. This is Sam Williams from the iFan Sports Network. Have a good day.